What's this?
Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Plumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my first look series, or mini-series, 2-episode mini-series, I don't know, sneak peek, whatever you want to call it. It is Grim Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. It should be releasing in about a month, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. But February 2016 is when it is slated to release Grim Dawn in its full, wonderful, wonderful bug-free capacity, or so we hope. And I am here to, well, get you guys a little bit more excited about it before we continue on. So, unfortunately, I did save and quit. I did run out of time for recording. I would have liked to have doubled up the recording and got it all done in one shot. However, I had to end it where I was at, and I teleported back to base, which you can do by pressing L. That's right, you open a personal rift back to the base, and you can take it and go to Devil's Crossing, or wherever the case is, and then back through to your portal once again. So, that being said, I did that, but when I exited the game, it said, "No, sir, that is unacceptable." I should probably remember what I was doing, shouldn't I? I believe I was having that up and running, and I was under the impression that I had some other skill, like a dagger throw or something along those lines. I don't know, I feel like we're missing out on something, but maybe I'm confusing my first attempt at the game with my second attempt at the game. We'll figure it out eventually here. Alright, we're going to go open up our inventory. We're going to take a look around and see what exactly it is that we have. We could go with that, but I feel like that's probably not the best play. The woven coif is slightly better. And likewise, the mighty quilted coat of vitality is pretty impressive. However, we do have energy regeneration, cold resistance, spirit, and physique, which seems like it might be slightly better, edging toward significantly better. I don't know. Well, I suppose we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to check things right now and see. Our woven coif, once again, is better than our caster's circlet of doom. And we have ourselves all sorts of good, wonderful, fun stuff like that there. And is it S? It is S. So what do we have? Oh, we have the eyeball. The eyeball is our other skill that we need to add. There we go, Dreagle's Eye. Alright. So what I think I'm going to do right now, guys, we're going to actually head back to town. Back to Devil's Crossing. And it is here that we shall go and sell to this guy right here.
Good price of what I've got left.
Good old Carrick is going to buy a bunch of stuff from us, and we're going to be like, yes, Carrick, buy it all. I'm going to sell a whole bunch of junk. I think that is going to be the play that I make right here. Pretty much going to sell, I think, everything. I'm not entirely certain. I feel like selling everything might be a misplay. We're a little short on physique. We might keep that for now. And I think these boots are probably pretty good. We're going to hold on to those. Pretty sure these are garbage, garbage, garbage. Mutagen Ichor. I haven't actually played around with a lot of the stuff just yet. Now, there's a lot of things that you can add to your weapons, and I guess this is along the lines of that. So, much like socketing in other games, you have all sorts of random stuff that you can add to your weapons, like mutagenic ichor, for instance, and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. So, we're going to sell off all that stuff, and we'll be like, yeah. And then we're going to go take a peek here. Pretty sure I like that. Let's take another peek here. What else do we have? Some ranged weapons. We were using a one-handed pistol. I don't know that that's necessarily the play. Poison damage over time. That seems pretty legit. How much? We have 752 monies. This thing is expensive, and we do not have the cash for it. I think we're okay with the weapons that we have right now. The chilled scrap metal flintlock rifle does seem pretty good. In fact, that seems fantastic. I kind of wish we had enough money to afford it, but we don't. So we're going to hold on to what we have, and that's going to be fine, because now we'll have more room in our inventory to gather up all sorts of other various things. So Danny Demigod is going to return back and do more murder. We're going to swap on over to this. Hit you with the eyeballs of doom. Yeah. I know, it's not super powerful, guys. It's alright. We're going to have to re-loot everything, unfortunately. It's just one of those things that we're going to have to do due to the fact that we had to kind of restart this area. So I assume when you unlock certain areas, there will probably be checkpoints or things of that nature, that you won't have to come back and start all over again. But I imagine when you do come back, Your character progress will obviously be saved, but I also think that we're going to be... like, everything's going to respawn from the areas. I think is how that actually probably plays out. It would make the most sense. Alright, so we're going to bash our way through many of these folks. We got a serrated spike. I believe that's another one of those items that we can combine with other items to get better ones, or add to weapons, armor, or what have you. Alright, we leveled again. Let's gather up some more oomph if we can. A little bit more energy reserved. We get 13 chaos damage, almost doubling it for very little extra. And we can increase our poison damage and our offensive ability by 8% and 2%. Or we can increase our Eldritch Raven of Doom, making it a bit more powerful. I think if we hold, what was it? Was it Control, Shift, Alt, right click? I don't. It's supposed to be one way that we can, maybe we just actually click on it. There it is. It all went up a little bit higher. It's not so bad. Okay, I think we can go that route. Gonna put 1 point here, and I think I'm probably gonna go with Dreeg's Eye of Doom. It's gonna be okay. We increase the weapon damage by 11%. It's still really, really weak. We get to do a bit more acid damage and some poison damage over time. It's not that bad. You kind of throw it into the group of folks, and then you just kind of back out and you leave it. There are dual class wielding stuff later on down the line, folks. And once you hit level 10, you have the option to choose to do dual class or not. So there's definitely some interesting abilities and things that you can come up with. Or, like I said, you can be a purist and just go down one class tree and not have to worry about all the other chaos and craziness and such. Alright, we're gonna bash our way through here. It's gonna be sweet, sweet, nice. I do apologize if my mouse clicking does get annoying. I know every once in a while there's certain games where it's just kind of obnoxious. The mouse clicking, it's just something that you're going to have to put up with. Usually most folks don't notice it. But every once in a while I get self-conscious. I'm like, no, you hear my mouse clicks. Why? And stuff like that. So, again, folks, the whole plan. Alright, so right here we're missing a little bit of this yellow bar. You see how it's not there? I believe if we eat the food ration, it will put that up to full. Yes, it did. Alright, so basically, if your health drops down, say it dropped down to 100, and we didn't die immediately, the food would actually replace that, and it would drop down to about 100. Whereas we'll be back up to full health. And then when we get food or rations or whatever the case is, that will go back up. So technically we have like 2 health bars, sort of. Like if we just get immediately bursted down, 459 points of damage, we're done. I mean, that's it. However, if we don't get immediately bursted, it's going to be pretty decent. Alright, we're going to kite these guys a little. You know what? Why don't we switch over to our little pistol of doom here and throw out some hatred. I don't know where our eagle ended up at, or our raven, as it were. I feel like he kind of got lost in the minutia of things. It's alright, though. It's okay. We'll handle our business. It's all well and good. Alright, so we bashed our way through there. We took a little tiny bit of damage. Nothing to be too concerned with. And we shall explore this place in its fullest. I feel like we don't have a lot of ways of dealing with things. Like, our attacks, our skills don't seem to be all that impressive with this particular individual. Ooh. Assyrian scrap metal greatsword. That sounds exciting. What does that do? Alright, we get plus 14 more damage per second if we get that. We also do 6 to 9 fire damage. And 13% physical damage is converted to fire damage as well. Interesting. We have a few quest items and some other various things. Nothing super exciting. Oh yeah, that's right. We never did this, did we? No, we didn't. We're going to go a little bit more into spirit. I feel like that's going to be the play. Could be totally wrong. I don't know. I feel like these boots are better than the fact that we have no boots on, so we're going to equip them. And we're going to continue on. I'm going to use the greatsword that I have for now. And we'll hope that that is the right play. I don't know. Only time will tell, I suppose. And we are going to murder our way through these giant serpents. And I guess we'll loot everything that we can find along the way. Doesn't seem to be that much more out here for us to gather up. Alright, we're in here. There's clearly a whole bunch of stuff. A tarnished charged saw blade. Sounds exciting. It's a one-handed magic weapon that adds damage per second. You know what? I think we're going to give that one a shot. And we can actually pull our shield back out, too. Which, granted, our shield's a pile of garbage right now, but it's got some potential later on down the road. Oh, dear. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry. This is what I wanted to do. Also, I believe at some point we actually equipped a ring, the Syrian Silver Band. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, so we have ourselves basically a hand axe, it seems. And then, what is this? Hargate's Journal, page 1. Okay, that's somewhat exciting. Oh, looks like there's some more stuff out here. Let's see how we actually stack up now. Alright, looks like we attack almost as strong, only a lot quicker. Yeah, we definitely burned through that group of guys quite a bit quicker than our last couple. So I'm pretty excited. So remember, folks, once the game does fully release, I'm going to try to get a hold of Splooch, and I'm going to check a few of the other folks that I do LPs with, or that are frequent folks at the free show, like Commissar is somebody that I actually do quite a bit of stuff with on and off. So he may end up joining us if he's one of the few of the proud of the folks that get this game as well. And yeah, we'll probably make a run at it with maybe a full 4-player co-op. I mean, it's always hard to coordinate 4 people, but it's a thing I'm going to attempt. If not, maybe it's just going to be a duality with Splooch and myself. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm leaving my options open, guys. I don't want to leap ahead right now and get all bent out of shape or commit to something that I can't 100% go through with. So right now we're just going to say tentatively we're keeping our options open, and there's things in the works that we'll see how it all plays out. But nothing is concrete just yet, and that's okay. That is 100% okay. Alright, we're going to grab the cloth strap here. We're going to go back in and check out that journal and see where it takes us, and then we will go off and continue our little adventure here. Let's go see what we have in our inventory first. Nothing seems to be super awesome. This is a pile of junk. Oh, what does that do? Oh, it's a little bit of health regen. Nice. I thought it was just a pile of junk, but no, it actually serves a purpose. Nice. We already have some leather spalders. Now we have more. Alright, that's cool. Alright, let's go read this. Oh, okay. Let's open this then. Okay, right click to read. First day at my new lab, I must say I am thrilled to get started. The days of having my nose stuck in the books are over. There comes a time when studying old tomes reaches its limit. Eventually one must set out on their own to pursue new ventures and ideas not yet considered. It is our sacred duty as scholars to leave a mark upon the world. Cool. My wife Helen and my dearest daughter Elena, Elena will be joining me soon at our new home. Helen has expressed concern about our little girl growing up in a laboratory so far away from other children, but I've calmed her down. Elena will have everything she requires, and Burwich is just a short boat ride away should she ask for a playmate. Together, Helen and I are going to do something no Arcanist has dared even consider: the creation of new life. The Aether is a wondrous source of energy, and yet nobody's stopped to ponder its effects upon organic material. Helena's expertise in biological arts should prove most valuable in this endeavor. Cool. Hangman Yarvis has informed you, blah, 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 blah. So none of this stuff really helps. Alright, well there you have it, folks. There you have it. Is there anything else? Oh, there's a trapped...
I can't open that.
A trap door that's locked. Apparently we need a key that I do not have. Now, I've scoured this place before. I've actually been to this same area before. And I have been incapable, not been able to find myself the key to this place. I've looked all over. It's possible that I missed something. If we press M, there is a map, ladies and gentlemen, which I am a big fan of, by the way. Not every game has one of those, and it's a little bit sad when they don't. You know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to actually... Is there anything over here that we can get? Yeah, there's a box. Yeah! Okay, so we broke the box. Didn't really help us. We're going to actually head back the way we got here, through the boat. And we're going to continue on our little adventure, murdering stuff left, right, center, up, down, back, and forth. It's going to be fine. There's zombies in this house. We're going to make sure they are no longer alive. I'm going to grab their shiv, their sneaky, stabby shiv. I'm going to try to break through some of the furniture. This is not working for me. it's possible that maybe you can only shoot through furniture. I don't know. There's lots of possibilities, folks. We're gonna go into this house and see what's in here. Knock, knock. Anyone home? Yeah, some zombies. With a tarnished mace. Gonna bash your skull in. Hey, we got Francis's note. And a scrap metal handcrafted blunderbuss or something along those lines. What is this? Alright, I'm trapped here. I realize now I will die in this house. Margaret, I fear that you are already dead, and so it may not be so bad if I am shortly to join you. If by some miracle you yet live and return here to find this note, please know that I am not angry with you. I never regretted our life together, but now I regret that I lost my temper and spoke unkind words when we last parted. I hope you will not think me a coward for what I'm about to do. They are already in the house. I barricaded myself in the room, but it is only a matter of time before they break through. All I can do now is choose the manner in which I face death, and I would rather die a man than be changed into one of those horrid things, or eaten alive. I will love you always, Francis. Pretty cool stuff. I like that they keep a running tally as well on the things you find and the different lore and whatnot. So you can definitely get a little bit more out of the story that way. And like I said, they keep a running tally, so you can always go back and read stuff that you may have missed or misunderstood or just want to read again. So there's that. We are level 6 now because we're awesome and we deserve to be level 6. And apparently a lot of these bugs have come out of this house, and they are very angry with us for being nearby. That is a dead body that we can do nothing to, unfortunately. And there are several more of these giant, I don't know, what are they, fleas, ticks, and bugs. Scrap heap rift scourge, apparently. So I'm not sure what we're doing chilling over here on the docks, but that's okay. Actually, if we take a look at our map, I believe what we're supposed to be doing is following the road as best we can. So we're here. We need to actually head this way if we want to advance the storyline. So I'm not necessarily super keen or excited to get the storyline advanced. Because again, guys, this is supposed to tease you, make you excited to play the game and grab it upon release date. If you guys don't like Steam Early Access games, I know there's a lot of folks that have put a bad taste in people's mouths for Steam Early Access. I've been lucky that I'd say 90%, if not more, 90% or more of the games that I've actually covered or got or liked in Steam Early Access have actually come full circle and come to fruition, and it's been a pretty good experience for me. Though I have heard horror stories, and even still, 90-95% is not all of them. That is a lot of dead bodies. Is not all of the game, so I still run into one or two of those horror stories myself. So I know what you guys have gone through, and I know that a lot of people are just turned off by the whole concept or idea behind it. And as such, well, a lot of folks will want to purchase games upon their release. So you guys can do that, and that's one of the beauties of my first look videos. I get to get you guys excited for those releases. Alright, now I don't know if you guys caught that right there. I was trying not to click it, but apparently I clicked it anyway.
Carry anymore.
There was food laying here, untouched food, and that was another way of filling that up down there. Alright, we're going to come back down here, and we're going to pump 2 more points in here, and I think I'm going to go 1 more into our Raven. There we go, I like it. And then we're going to open our character sheet here, and 1 more into Spirit. And I think we're pretty much going to max the Spirit. I think that is going to be the play. And what I'm going to want to do, we're going to come over here and grab this up. Is there anything super critically important at this point? I do not believe so. So what we're going to do now, once again, folks, is I'm going to open my little portal, and I am going to head back to town to sell stuff, and so on and so forth. So, back to Devil's Crossing to do so. Like I said, I want to get a little bit further in, but I don't want to get too far in, because I don't want to spoil anything. Alright, I think I'm just going to sell everything. I'm pretty sure that everything we have is better than everything that's sitting around here. So that is going to be the play. And what we're going to do is this, and we actually have... maybe we can get a shield. Is there a better shield that we can use? Scrap metal, 12%, 15% chance to block, 30 physical damage. What about this one? That's super expensive. We don't have enough cash monies or iron in this case. Not gold, but actual iron, which is pretty funny. This one we can. Offensive and defensive ability, energy regeneration, and skill cooldown. We're getting that one. It's actually a magic offhand. It's not a shield, actually. It's a book. Well, I think that's okay. I think that's totally fine. We are kind of more of a spellcasty type person. It seemed, well, I say that. That's not 100% true. We're still using physical attacks and whatnot, but our physical attacks are augmented by magical powers. So, you know, there's that. But eventually, maybe we'll actually have some significantly high damage nukes. I would read these right now, guys, but I'm actually going to skip over them. We're going to actually shoot to maybe finish off the first quest and leave you with that. So I'm going to run past a lot of stuff, guys. I'm going to just try to get some stuff handled here. Get some murder, death, killing going on. Going to throw out some of my poison bolts there. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Our Eldritch horror over here is going to be a wonderful, sweet, sweet, nice style. It's going to be good. Alright, we hear lots of bugs, and hey, there's a portal. This wasn't here before. What is this thing? That's a checkpoint. Okay, maybe it was here before, and I just didn't notice it. Alright, so we made it to our first deal. That's a lower crossing. Let's see. Burial Hill is this way, or Burial Hill, if you will. So we want to head into this general direction. Hey, a restored hat and some scrap. Sounds exciting. Alright, let's take a quick second here, guys. Gonna cast a couple of poison eyeballs on him. And I guess onto you as well, because you're a nuisance. I'm okay keeping the hat that we have, though. That is a pretty cool hat. That's like a witch hunter hat there. And our pantalones suck, so we're going to swap on over to much better pants. We're going to throw these actually out. I don't need them. I don't need that. I don't need the boots. I don't really need the hat. So we're going to keep all of that stuff out of our inventory for right now. Additionally, I wanted to check some of this stuff. We add some poison damage. We add some piercing damage. And we add some cold damage. We're going to try throwing that up onto our weapon. Apparently it's not a thing. What do we right-click to combine it to our weapon? No? Yes? Do we have to unequip our weapon? I don't know how this works yet, guys, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Oh, it requires player level 7. Aim not level 7. Okay, so we can't do that yet. We're 6. When we hit 7, we'll give it a shot. Alright, so there we go, guys. We figured out the problem there as to why it's not working. And we shall continue our wonderful, wonderful journey through the horrible undead lands. And as you guys can see, we get a little bit closer, up close and personal here, and see what the enemy brings to the table. If you want, or you can get a little bit of a further away view. Perhaps you're one of those people that like to see more than, oh. We're getting attacked by a nasty here. There we go. Alright, we're going to come over here and we're going to break this open before all the stuff spawns. Yeah! Just picked ourselves up an Aether Crystal, which is pretty sexy, I must say. We're going to murder our way through all of the other horrible things that are around. We got ourselves a Quilted Circlet, which we don't care about. As you can see over here, guys, Burial Hill entrance is over that way. Let's take a look at our map. Apparently, we have to go down this way in order to get to it. So we're going to do that. We're going to come down over here, and we're going to have to kill off this little graveyard of bad guys. And we did so. Oh, except for that guy. That's cool. That's cool. We'll come down here, and there's something... Oh. My Raven decided to take like a nap along the way. I'm not sure what happened. Hey, we're in the old dump. Okay, so the place I went was not the right way, and we're starting to get wrecked a little bit here. We're going to throw out a couple of blasts. I'm going to kite around some of these guys and just do some little bit of weakening, if you will. We'll take a look, and yes, this was not the way to get to where we wanted to go. And it looks like we have to go down this way, possibly. This will lead to where we want to go now, so this is good. Oh, there are some Boneback Gnashers, which seem like a pretty bad time for all of us. So we're going to do some damage and kill them off, and then we're going to grab the scrap and head onward to victory, or at least to the Burial Hill entrance. So here it is. We're going to, of course, kill all the stuff in the front of it, because we can do these things, because we are fairly powerful now. Alright, into the cave we go. Alright, we shall start killing off the creatures that are in our way. The source of the dead is near. Alright, the Aether Crystal is there and dead and gone. I'm going to switch over to our pistol now, because of reasons. Alright, we poisoned our way through that. We're dodging some more poison volleys coming our way. This guy's throwing out booger snots. So we're going to shoot them dead, and there we go, folks. Tons of different ways to play, guys. I gotta say, I've only scratched the surface of the game, so I don't know all the ins and outs just yet. It's one of the problems doing some first looks every once in a while. I tend to try to save some stuff to be like a surprise to me when I do play, because I don't want to know everything that's happening. I want to be able to, you know, be a little bit surprised and be like, oh, I had no idea that was a thing. Oh, that's awesome, you know. But I don't want to go into things blindly either. There's got to be a weird, crazy balance, and I don't always hit that crazy balance, but I try. Alright, we're going to throw one poison out there onto that. Gonna kill off quite a few, throw another poison out. And we're about to kill, what's his name? Kaizog of the Reanimator. He's the one that was reanimating all the corpses. And as you see, ladies and gentlemen, loot is definitely not in short supply when you play this game. So if you like watching bodies explode and tons of loot fly out, this is definitely one of the best games in the world for that. I'm a big fan of it. Alright, we're still not level 7. I'm going to try to shoot to hit level 7 before we break off of this episode. We're really close, as you see right here. Alright, so we're going to do that. I don't think anything else that we picked up was actually better than what we have, unfortunately. This one says I can right-click it, and there's no player level. There's player level 1. Alright, so what I'm going to do is add this to my hat. Yeah, there we go, guys. Alright, so it's there. I don't know how many things we can put on this, but we added 2 physique, 2 cunning, and 2 spirit to it. And that's pretty cool. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how it actually works, but I'm sure it works in some way. Maybe you can only do 1 per, maybe you can do multiples, or maybe when you do a second one, it will replace the other. I'm not sure. There's lots of options available. I'm sure of that. Alright, we hit our level 7, guys and gals. We just picked up a razor by the sea or something along those lines. I don't know exactly what it said, but it seemed to be something along those lines. And what we're going to do now is actually open up our portal. We're going to head back to town. I'm going to level up, and we're going to turn in our quest, and then you guys will, well, pretty much see how the first quest scenario and all that wonderful fun stuff has gone. We're going to go one more into spirit. We're going to do this. I'm going to get up to 10 points, and there it is. And the sigil of consumption creates an occult sigil on the ground that consumes the life force of enemies caught within its power, returning a portion of the damage dealt as health to the... Cool, the occultist. Alright, very nice. Focused gaze, channel the foul powers of Drool into each eye, causing it to burst with greater intensity and harm, but also requiring a longer pause between casts. I don't hate that. That's not that bad. Bloodburst, ooh, that's pretty good too. We kind of skipped over that, didn't we? Vulnerability, we don't have that because we don't have this. We can also get Mend Flesh. It allows our wonderful familiar to give us back some health. And we can also summon a Hellhound, which sounds pretty legit. So I think we're going to do that. And then I think I'm also going to get a little upgrade to our eyeball and get some Bloodburst going here, which I think is going to be pretty darn sexy. We're going to be able to summon a Hellhound. I want to see how this plays out. We have the bird. Can we summon both? Oh, we have 2 pets, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, and there you have it. Alright, let's go talk to this guy in 1 sec. Let's do this first. And it's just, as you would imagine, you right-click it, and then you left-click, and sure enough, there it is. Can we add additional ones? Do they stack? It doesn't look like it'll allow me to do so. Both of these are now locked in. We can't add any more to it. So that's pretty cool. Alright, I mean, it's all pretty straightforward, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I'm looking forward to this coming out in full with all the bugs and everything's squashed and it all 100% accurate and ready to go, ready to rock. Getting some multiplayer action in on this and just having some fun, guys. Again, the game is called Grim Dawn. Let's turn in our quest. And John Bourbon says, the dead attacks have slowed and their numbers are thinning. I take that as a sign that you've dealt with the source. I have killed the reanimator. A creature was doing this? Disturbing. Thanks to your efforts, we may yet hold out here a little longer. I've sent word to the gate guard. Speak to him and he should let you in. Take some well-deserved time to rest and recover. Welcome to Devil's Crossing. Oh, there we go. We got some iron, which is the currency, and we got ourselves a little bit of Devil's Crossing reputation, along with 350 experience. There we go. I need some time to plan our strategy. In the meantime, there are others around Devil's Crossing who could use your help. Take a moment to mingle with your fellow survivors. Kasparov, our resident scientist, is really eager to speak with you. He babbled some nonsense, but I believe he wants to talk about your connection with the ethereals. Barnabas, our handyman, said he needed help with our water pump. When you're done assisting them, speak with me in my office inside the prison. Alright, thank you. Well, there you have it, folks. Again, the game is called Grim Dawn. It is in Steam Early Access right now, but next month it will actually be out, fully released, and ready for public consumption. Right now, it's actually content and feature complete. It just has a few bugs and things that need to be worked out, some optimization, some polishing and whatnot like that there, guys and gals. So, if you like what you saw, either go grab the game now or wait for it to release. When it does release, guys and gals, I'm going to try to make room in the schedule to start up a full LP of it. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it. And I will see you again in more Grim Dawn when it finally releases. Until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.